Welcome to the MTI Show. I'm Mike the Investor. Now, with crypto exchanges and platforms becoming insolvent, which pretty much means unable to pay debt, what do investors like me and you, what do we do now? Or why should we actually use crypto exchanges? Well, there's really only two reasons to risk using an exchange today with the current risk, because leaving assets on exchanges have shown, not to be the best idea. So number one, if we're still using fiat to purchase crypto, we still have to use the banking system, right? So we have to connect our bank account to one of those exchanges we prefer to use, and then we can actually buy that crypto, which we should be taking it off at that point. Now, the other reason we will be using an exchange is if we are cashing out our crypto back into fiat to get it to our personal bank account. So those are really the two main reasons we should really be only using an exchange. Of course, to each your own, but at the same time, we just want to be careful with everything going on, with the exchanges. And so, number one, fiat over to crypto or crypto over to fiat. Those are really the only two reasons to risk it. Now, I'm going to show you a couple alternative ways that you can either swap crypto for another if you already have it. Let's say you're having a problem getting your crypto over to the proper, blockchain. Let's say, for example, you have Ethereum, and let's say you want to convert that, into Solana. I'm going to, show you some ways you can do that, right? And then also, let's say you want to maybe buy some crypto without really just using one of the main exchanges. You're still going to have to put in a little KYC because you're using the banking system. And so whenever you use the government money, they want to know who's spending it. It's just kind of how it works. And so let's check out these two platforms. Now, the two platforms we're going to be taking a look at is called SimpleSwap.io. Here you can see the URL. And then the other one is called ChangeNow.io. They do the exact same thing for you. So it just depends on which one you like better or which one's going to give you the best, efficiency when swapping your crypto. And so me personally, I always keep them both up. So whenever I'm going to do a swap, I put the same exact swap in on SimpleSwap, and then I put it in on ChangeNow. And that way it would tell me which one's going to give me the best swap, right? And so just for example, let's say, just want to show you something. I'm going to do a complete different network. Let's say I got Tron, right? TRX. And let's say I want to swap Tron over for Solana. You can either scroll or you can just type it in. So here's the Solana. So let's say I got 100,000 coins in TRX, right? It's going to tell you how much you're going to get. It's going to do it for you. So 100,000 TRX will get me 188.85 Solana coins. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go to ChangeNow.io. And so I can figure out who's going to give me the best efficiency. We're going to put Tron in there. And then we're going to do Solana again. And now sometimes these don't offer all of the same cryptos. Like when I show you the buy option, certain cryptos you can only buy on SimpleSwap, and certain cryptos you can only buy on ChangeNow. And this is why I'm showing you. I use both of those depending on what my needs are. So what we're going to do, we're going to put 100,000 in and see 188.32. If I go back over to SimpleSwap, 188.71. So we can see SimpleSwap is a little bit more efficient because they're going to give us a little bit more Solana for our 100,000 TRX, okay? So this is one thing you definitely want to do. Put it in both of those so that way you can figure out who's going to give you the best deal, right? So now what we're going to do, once you have that, we're going to be sending 100,000 TRX. They're going to do the converting for us, and then they're going to give us 188, right? And so now we can go ahead and hit the exchange. It has updated a little bit, and so SimpleSwap will update every few minutes, and I believe ChangeNow will as well. But what we're going to do, we're going to hit the exchange because now we're going to send 100,000 TRX coins to get 188.80 Solana. So we hit exchange. Right? So now this is where you want to pay attention to the details. So number one, this is the exchange details. So right now we are telling SimpleSwap we're going to send them 100,000 TRX coins, and they're going to give us 188.80 Solana. So now SimpleSwap is asking us, okay, cool, we can do that for you, but we want to know, where are we actually going to send this 188.80 Solana? this is where you put that address in, right? You can either QR code it or you can just copy and paste it in there. And there you can see it again. It just updated here for us before the transaction has even been completed. So what we're going to do is go ahead and paste one of my Play wallets in here. Here's one of my Soul wallets. And so what we're going to do, we're telling them, hey, we're sending you 100,000 TRX. This is how much Soul we're getting. And this is the wallet I want them to send the Solana to. And you can see it updated again. So now what we're going to do is hit create an exchange. Give it a few minutes to create the exchange and run its thing. And now this is the last section that we have to do. And this is going to be the exact same on ChangeNow. So as I could show you here, 100,000 TRX, it's awaiting our deposit. So now we told SimpleSwap where we want them to send our Solana, but now they're telling us, okay, cool, we know where to send your Solana, but we need to tell you where we want you to send our TRX, right? And so here is the current wallet. You can either QR code it or you can either copy and paste it, depending on what you want to do. And so once you go ahead and send that, because it's awaiting the deposit, and you can see down here, this is our wallet address that we told them to send our 188 Solana to, right? And they're telling us up here where to send that TRX. So once you go ahead and do this, this will update automatically for you. You don't even have to push the refresh up here. It's going to automatically update for you. So you can just let this do its thing. Now, if you're using a crypto that's pretty fast, typically it takes anywhere from like 10 to 15 minutes, give or take. Now, it can take longer, of course, but essentially, once you send it, you're going to be good. And typically, most of the time, before it all the way gets to the sending, most of the time it is already in your wallet. So just to do a quick run through real quick on ChangeNow, we're going to hit the exchange, the exact same thing. Here it is. Look familiar? What we're going to do, oops, that's not it. Let's go back. See how I caught myself? What I want to do is copy this here, because if you put it into the wrong wallet, you know, that's all on you, right? So boom, there it is. Checked it. It recognized, yes, this is a Solana wallet. We're going to hit next. We're going to hit confirm. Here are the details. 100,000 TRX will get us 188.36 Solana. We're going to hit the confirm. Now you can QR code this, or here is the Tron wallet that they want you to send your TRX to, right? And so here you can see it's awaiting the deposit, and this as well will update automatically on its own. So regardless what network you are on, you can use SimpleSwap or ChangeNow to pretty much get to whatever network. Ethereum Classic to Solana, TRX to Ethereum, Binance to Phantom. I mean, pretty much whatever you want to do as far as network to network, you can do it right here. So let's say you have a particular crypto and you don't know how to get it to the proper wallet. See if SimpleSwap or ChangeNow has that option for you. And then also the beautiful thing about SimpleSwap and ChangeNow, if you do it correctly, let's say you create a wallet, right? And this is just a little bit of alpha, but you got to be careful. Let's say you have a wallet that you created, you never attached it to any exchange, and you never done any type of KYC with that wallet. So essentially, if you haven't used the wallet to send any crypto to that particular wallet that's done any type of KYC, that wallet is honestly anonymous, right? So now you can actually swap crypto here and there to a particular wallet that's completely anonymous if you do it right. Just a little bit of alpha, but you got to do a little research on how to do it properly, but it's honestly not that hard, right? So the beautiful thing about this is some people may ask, well, Mike, what if it's just sending here? Well, this is just the transaction. None of this is going to be completed until they actually get that TRX. So if we never send it, nothing will ever happen, right? This is just the transaction they have locked in queue for us. So they have no idea who this person is, right? Same here. They have no idea who this is. This would just stay here awaiting a deposit until we actually put it in there. Now, one thing I want to say, let's say a few hours have went by or even a day have went by. You probably just want to redo the, transaction because it doesn't take long. And here is the exchange ID. So if you ever have an issue, make sure you copy that. And what we're going to do is just hit SimpleSwap. And if you look right here, you can see track exchange ID. So you can also put it in right there. So now real quick, let me just show you if you're looking to buy crypto. Let's say you don't want to use really an exchange like that, but because we're using fiat crypto, we still have to put in some type of KYC. So let me give you a brief example. Now, as I was telling you, SimpleSwap may not allow certain cryptos to be purchased, and ChangeNow may not allow certain cryptos to be purchased. So one thing I want to show you just far as an example. So let's say I want to purchase $200, right, of Solana. Well, SimpleSwap doesn't allow you to buy Solana with USD, but you can convert it with pretty much any other crypto for the most part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to ChangeNow. Just going to hit the ChangeNow here, go back to the basic screen. And what we're going to do is hit buy and sell crypto. You can also buy and sell if you want to. I'm just showing you the buy option. So what I'm going to do, 200. And I want to buy some Solana. Boom. There you go. And so see, ChangeNow allows us to buy Solana, but SimpleSwap does not. So you have to figure out which one, gives you the best deal depending on what your needs are at that current time. And then another way just to kind of see where things are, you can see 200 Solana is going to give us 5.27 from ChangeNow. And if you want to know kind of how much is the fee is, give or take, go to either CoinGecko or you can go to Live Coin Watch right here, right? And what you can do, put 200, 5.84 Solana. So you can see there's about a 0.6 or 0.5, give or take, fee for this. So this way you can kind of figure out, where you are. This is just kind of like double checking where you would be. But essentially, it's not too bad. And so what you're going to do, you're going to hit the buy. I'm going to put my Solana address in there because remember, we're going to use fiat now. 200 in USD, going to give us 5.27 Solana. So now ChangeNow wants to know, okay, cool. Where do we actually send that Solana? Well, I'm going to tell you. Boom, we hit next. Of course, we got to confirm again. Wait a few seconds, it will redirect you. All right, and so now you are on Simplex. So now, as you can see right here, you are going to have to put in the card number, your name, and all of that good stuff, which is a form of KYC. Because remember, you do got to put in your card number to, to purchase. And then they do want to know who's the name on the card. It's just kind of how the, banking system works, right? Just kind of how the traditional system works. So if we're spending that fiat, they want to know who's spending it. And that's where crypto is completely different. And so real quick, so looking back at SimpleSwap, just to briefly run through this really fast. So since I can't buy Solana, I'm going to do 𝗘𝗥𝗘𝗘. So I can buy $200 in TRX, which is going to give us a little over $2,800. We hit exchange. It's going to ask us, hey, where do we put that Tron address in? I already have one copied. There we go. There's my Tron address. We're going to hit create exchange. Of course, we got to give it a few seconds, let it do its thing. And here you go, buy and sell your crypto. You got to agree to the terms. Yes, I am a citizen, and you will have to put in, some KYC information. So yes, I'm a citizen of this country. We want to hit buy. You're going to put your email. It's going to send you a code. You're going to have to sign up. And so it is a little bit more you do with SimpleSwap, but pretty much once you get through this, it'll take you through the process of, putting in your, debit card and the owner of that card and all of that good stuff. So I just kind of wanted to give you guys, kind of a brief run through on some alternative ways to maybe get to the proper blockchain that you need to, just in case you may have a crypto stuck on a particular network, or maybe you just want to buy some crypto without using an exchange, or just having an alternative way if you already have, some stable coins or other cryptos sitting on the side to buy the dip. This is a great way to, swap into certain cryptos without, using crypto exchanges, right? And so with all that being said, let me know if you gained some value from this video. Just kind of wanted to get back to some of the basics because I truly believe that the basics are so important. It's what helps us get more advanced in crypto, because the advancedness is what builds on top of the basics. And there's nothing wrong, with going back to the basics, just to get a refresher, because that's what keeps us sharp in the crypto space. So once again, if you gain some value, definitely smash the like button on the way out. Thanks for tuning in to the MTI Show, and I'll see you on the next one.